What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, guys, we're going to be going over the 5 new rush cards added to NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, I've got to tell you guys, these 5 cards all are pretty decent in my opinion. Now, obviously, you guys might be like, well, Ty, you know, I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy, whatever. That's all fine, too. I mean, you guys, you know, it really is preference-based when it does come down to a lot of these guys. So, again, keep that in the back of your guys' mind. Now, again, I think all 5 of these cards, if you get them, are playable, are usable. Are they the best in the game? That's what we're going to dive into today. As we dive into Glenn Robinson up first, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button as we are on the road towards 120,000 subscribers. Glenn 6'7" at the 2. Stat-wise, you can't ask for much more. I mean, again, especially if you give him, you know, maybe a defensive shoe, you can't ask for much more. Sure, it doesn't come with mismatch expert, dimer, vice grip, rebound chaser. Would like to have those badges, but I would say overall is pretty complete, decent tendencies. They gave him PJ Tucker on very quick. Nah, this card is it. Normal, leaner, day moving behind the back. This card is absolutely elite. Like, if you compare it to who we got last week in Caron Butler, Jason Richardson at the 2, it's not even close. It's not even comparable. I'm telling you guys right now, Glenn Robinson is absolutely elite in my team. Is he the best card in the game? I mean, probably not. No. Is he the best shooting guard in the game? No, probably not. But I'm telling you guys right now, he is absolutely really solid in my team and can play at the highest level because he's 6'7". Can play lanes, can get you stops, can do it all on the court for you guys. I am a massive, massive fan of what Glenn Robinson can do. Again, PJ Tucker base, that can take you places. And I like the Vince Carter upper. I always have, always probably will like that as well. So for me, I'm a big, big fan of the start today with Glenn Robinson. I'm not going to sit up here and again say he's the best card in the game, but he is definitely really solid. Julius Randle up next, and we're getting to the stage where a lot of these cards are going to have 90 stats all the way around. I mean, it's just that type of stage of my team where all of these cards are just absolutely elite, absolutely incredible. Julius Randle is no different. I mean, the card's got 58 base badges, basically everything in the game. Sure would love mismatch expert, ankle braces, pick dodge on the card. Animation-wise, Julius Randle base on very quick. Kind of what I expected. I don't necessarily love that release, but it is solid enough in a my team. Normal leader, MJ dribble style. Does have the wall size of escape, T-back size of day, moving behind the back. Really solid for Julius Randle. At that small forward position, I think he's going to definitely be able to hold it down for you guys. And again, am I talking about him as being like the best card in my team? No. But again, I do think he is really, really solid. It's going to come down to that release because the last Julius Randle we use, I don't want to necessarily hate on the card because I don't think he was that bad, but I don't think he was like anything special, right? I don't think he's like the best card of the game. The one thing about this card compared to the other ones is this one can play a small forward, whereas the other ones in my team really couldn't. So that's the one thing I would say about this Julius Randle I'm pretty excited about. Dennis Rodman up next. They still gave him the Patrick Ewing base. Okay, so look. For Dennis Rodman, yes. As far as being an on-ball defender, you can't ask for much more than Dennis Rodman is going to provide. It's that simple. It's that easy. But offensively, he's not good. So if you get this card for free, offensively, he's going to struggle. He does have the Asta, does have Trey size, does have MJ dribble style, but he's got that Patrick Ewing base that just kills the card in general. And again, I'm not trying to just sit here and talk about him and how bad he is. But when we're talking about the best cards in the game, I don't think I can sit there and hype up Dennis Rodman. I'm telling you guys this right now. Glenn Robinson is night and day different from a guy like Dennis Rodman. Vlade Divac up next. Chauncey Billups base on very quick. I don't know how much I'm going to love that, but I think it's okay enough. Because he's got a good 3-ball, decent speed. Defensively is decent enough. I don't hate this card at all. Now, with that being said, is he going to be the best power forward center in my team? No. He reminds me quite a bit of like a Rudy Gobert. Now, Gobert is better defensively. Vlade is going to be better offensively. But my whole thing is neither one of them has a great release. And that's my whole thing is they're just going to be very similar. Now, again, it really is preference based. He does have normal leaner. You can get the 3-ball even higher. Playmaking wise, obviously he's got, I guess. I don't love Vlade in my team. I mean, I don't. I wish they would have given him a little better release. We'll see what that Chauncey Billups release ends up being like. Again, I don't think the card is horrible. I don't hate the card in general. I just wish he was that little bit better in my team, especially on that defensive end of the court. Because, again, his playmaking for what he is absolutely elite. Comes with half range. I wish that release was a little bit better. The last card we do have to look at today is Sidney Moncrief. Let's start with the release. Karis base, Steph upper on very quick. I love the release, okay? That's the start. Love the release. Pro 2 leaner is fine. Steph Curry size up. Does have the odds to slide. I like Sidney Moncrief. If you want a point guard that is undersized that's going to get gritty, Sidney Moncrief is going to do that for you. Now, I know he's not going to be able to standing dunk, but he's got quick drop dunks. He's got 55 base badges. Defensively, he is going to be an absolute menace. Do I think, again, that the card is the best card in the game? No, but I think you can use and have a lot of success with Sidney Moncrief as your undersized point guard in my team. Because for me, I've been using this card a little bit, okay, in Gilbert Arenas. Not a ton, but a little bit. And when you compare, I'm sure O'Shea is probably overall better. I'm not going to disagree with that. But my whole thing is this. I think Sidney Moncrief's going to be able to compete. I really, really do. And I know a lot of people aren't necessarily going to like that or agree with that. But that's just my opinion. I think he is going to be able to compete at a really, really high level of my team. Because I like that Karis LeVert base. It's a little different. Not that many cards have it. But I think it's really, really solid. Maybe wish you would add that Trey, the Trey leader as well. But I like Sidney Moncrief about as much as anybody else. So when it comes down to, we got new dynamic duos today. Check out that video because it's coming. Caleb Martin also got an Evo with KPJ base. Look at the content today. But when I have to rank these cards, I think Glenn Robinson is by far and away the best. I don't even think it's really close. I don't even think it's comparable. I think it's Glenn and then a big step down. And again, that's my opinion. You guys might disagree with me on that, and that is okay. But I think Glenn, a big step down. Then I'd probably go Julius Randle. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, what? Julius Randle? He's only 6'8" at the 3, Ty, when we've got Bobo at the 3, guys like that. No, I get it. I get it. But when it comes down to it, would I rather have Julius Randle with a decent enough release or, Sidney Moncrief at point guard at 6'3"? Give me Julius Randle. Then at number 3, I'd go with Sidney Moncrief. Number 4, probably Vlade. And number 5, Dennis Rodman is probably how I'd rank them. Not that I really love any of them outside of Glenn, but I think the rest are going to be able to compete. So if you do get an option back or a random pack, you better be hoping for Glenn Robinson. Honestly, Julius Randle, Sidney Moncrief are fine. The other 2, I'm not super, super high on. That is going to wrap it up for our video on the new Rush players, the 5 new ones added to my team. Again, if you are confused on how you get them, there should be an agenda. Last week, it was win clutch time games for these cards, as well as their RNG in the vault, and it's just a random pack. So you'll get 1 random out of the 5, and if you get more than 1, you might get a repeat, you might get a new one, and they are unauctionable. They also are in today's super packs auctionable, so let's say you just want to get Glenn Robinson and use him. You can get him out of packs or the auction house as well. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are doing. As always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.